Hi there, my name is Johan Odell and I'm a solution architect at Red Hat. In this demo I will show how you easily can automate the provisioning of RHEL and SQL Server on VMware, but also some good tools you get access to with your RHEL subscription to monitor and optimize your SQL databases. So here you can see the automation workflow we are going to step through in the demo. And as you can see, I'm using Ansible Automation platform. So let's start by logging into the Ansible Automation controller. When we come in, we will land in the Automation dashboard view, but I will head over to the template section and pick the template I have prepared for this demonstration. So in here we have a survey where I have exposed different configuration choices for the virtual machine. Things like host name, amount of CPU, memory, disk size, but also which template we are going to clone in vSphere to provision this virtual machine. So when we are done with the configuration and press launch, we will see this visualization of the entire workflow where the first step is to clone the template we chose from the previous step inside of vCenter. So that is what's going on at the moment. It is cloning in VMware. So if we head over to the vCenter console, we should see that our virtual machine has been cloned. Yes, there it is, and it's also started. So now it will go through some customizations and then restart. When that's done, we just need to sync our inventory to be able to access the VM from Ansible for further configurations. After that is done, we add a RHEL subscription to the VM and also some necessary repositories. Then the next step is to fix some prerequisites before we install SQL Server. That's mainly to open firewall ports for SQL and monitoring. When that is done, we can start to install SQL Server itself. And to do that, I'm using an Ansible collection from Red Hat Ansible Automation Hub. And the collection I'm using is Microsoft SQL Server collection, which is jointly developed and maintained by Red Hat and Microsoft. And it's fully supported by Red Hat through the RHEL subscriptions. So this will obviously deploy and configure SQL Server, but it's not only doing that, it's also tuning, performance tuning your RHEL operating system for SQL workloads. And this is done by adding a specially crafted tuned profile for MSSQL. So if we have a look inside the virtual machine, I will list the available tune profiles, and as part of this Ansible play, MSSQL server is added to the system as a profile, as you can see. And it's also added to the current active profile as well. So next we are adding metrics, and for that I'm also using an Ansible collection from the Automation Hub. I'm using the RHEL system roles developed by the RHEL business unit to automate and abstract configuration tasks across many versions of RHEL. And in this scenario I use it to add metrics. It will install Performance Copilot and start gathering data from the OS and from SQL Server and forward it to a central monitoring server. RHEL system roles are available and supported for all RHEL customers. As the last step, I'm also adding this server to Red Hat Insights service, and we will take a closer look at that later on. So this entire workflow was shortened down in time by video editing, but as you can see in the top line, this took 9 minutes and 20 seconds in reality. So during the last part of this workflow, we added monitoring locally to Grafana and then to the cloud service Red Hat Insights. Let's have a look in Grafana to see what type of metrics we can see in there. The dashboard brings together information from the Linux kernel, SQL OS and the SQL Server database layer, and then it displays it here in Grafana panels using PCP vector graphs. Using this dashboard, RHEL admins and SQL Server DBAs can spot key metrics that might be slowing down the performance of their databases. So a great tool pre-built for troubleshooting and keeping track of your database servers. So next we are going to have a look at Red Hat Insights. And for those who doesn't know, Red Hat Insights is included with every RHEL subscription, and it's a managed service using predictable analytics and deep domain expertise to reduce complex operation tasks, focusing on areas of availability, stability, performance and security. So it is also, we have some advisor topics where one of them is SQL Server, and as you can see here, Insights has found a performance related problem which is affecting 2 different systems. As we can see here. So you will get all information on how you can resolve and remediate these problems. But not only that, for many of the problems, Insights can actually build an Ansible playbook for remediation. So here we can choose to create a new playbook or add tasks to an existing playbook for remediation of the problem. So here we get the review of the systems that is included in the playbook, and we get an overview of the remediation as well. So if I click submit here, the Ansible playbook will be created, and you have a chance to download the playbook from here to run it locally, or if you have smart management subscriptions, you can actually execute the playbook directly from the Insights console. So I hope this was interesting. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.